Fireworks may only last a few moments, but with a little preparation, you can freeze those brilliant bursts of light and color into breathtaking memories that last much longer. Let's break down the elements of photographing fireworks with a practical Canon setup so you can lock in your gear before the first fuse is lit. Our camera body of choice today is the Canon EOS R6 Mark III. Its 32.5 megapixel sensor gives us resolution that is great for sharp, large format printing. Of course, you can use just about any of our Canon cameras to do so, like the PowerShot V1 to the EOS R1. Before the fireworks begin, let's talk about lens choice. We have two amazing options here. If you're going to be close to the action or want to frame wide landscapes with a city skyline under the burst, grab a wider zoom lens like the RF 15 to 35mm f2.8L ISUSM. But if you aren't sure how far you'll be parked, a standard zoom like the RF 24-105mm f4L ISUSM is a safer, more versatile lens. Now let's talk about accessories, because photographing fireworks is a game of stability. While the EOS R6 Mark III's in-body image stabilization systems are incredibly effective, photographing fireworks is still one of those situations where a tripod can make a huge difference. Next, it's a good idea to trigger the shutter without physically touching the camera, which introduces micro shakes that can affect longer exposures. Many photographers use a dedicated remote shutter release, but you can also use the Canon Camera Connect app on your phone. And if neither is available, setting a short self-timer can still work great. And here's a pro tip to set up right now. Go into your camera menu, turn long exposure noise reduction off. If you leave it on, the camera will take another 4 seconds to process a 4-second photo, locking you out and causing you to miss the next firework burst. Let's dial in a solid starting point for your firework settings. Switch your camera to manual mode and start with an ISO of 100. Set your aperture somewhere between f8 and f11 to help keep the fireworks sharp and detailed. For shutter speed, many photographers prefer using bulb mode, which gives you full control over how long the shutter stays open. Depending on your camera, bulb may appear as B directly on the mode dial, or as a shutter speed option after 30 seconds. In bulb mode, your shutter stays open exactly as long as your finger presses the remote button. When you're out there, listen for the launch thump. Hold the remote button down, let the firework explode, and release the button right as the color starts to fade. You are timing the camera to the rhythm of the pyrotechnics. One of the biggest advantages of shooting RAW files on a camera like the EOS R6 Mark III is the added flexibility they give you when editing and sharing your final images. Because fireworks offer deep, dark blacks, contrast rich against hyper-saturated neon colors, they look spectacular on physical paper. Because monitors and printers interpret color differently, proper color calibration is essential. To ensure your physical prints match your screen, use your editing software or printer driver to boost the overall brightness or exposure by about 5%. If you're printing these at home, we suggest a high gloss or metallic photo paper to give you the colored light trails and almost emissive glowing quality that mimics the actual night sky. With 32 megapixels, you can easily print a stunning gallery piece that preserves every single spark. Grab your camera, pack your lenses, and get ready to capture a stunning firework display. Like this video and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Canon.